Tabletop Stimulator. With your hosts,
Dan
and
Jim
and me, Herr Shawn Spieler.
Previously on Tabletop Stimulator.
I wanted to talk about the stuff with the store.
If I phrase it to make everyone sound like assholes, you can just edit it.
Yeah.
Yeah? You can edit it, yeah? Cool.
So I wanted to talk about, obviously, we've got a lot of people over the birthday weekend and just in general who say, oh, it's great, I've come to the store, oh, it's really nice meeting everybody and
friends, the community.
Friends.
Got to play games.
But obviously, it's a business and it's your living.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to inform people what it takes to provide this community and obviously for you to run the store and for it to stay viable.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to sort of discuss like how reliant you are on certain aspects of it, like for income to keep things running, and then also how things nationally impact as well with the store, because obviously there still is ongoing, but there was obviously a big hike in like energy prices and stuff like that, and obviously that would have an impact because you're open a lot. Mm-hmm. I was wondering about how much of your time it takes for the store, which I would assume is pretty much all of it because you're open obviously 6 days a week and for a lot of hours. For sort of 10 hours that you're actually open, and then each day, and plus you're here obviously to take deliveries, and you never actually close when the store is supposed to close because it always takes longer.
People don't want to leave.
People don't want to leave, yeah, because they love being part of this community.
Or they hate their real life. I don't know. Let's go with the second one.
Yeah. They hate their real life more than being here. So. From your, so you have memberships. You've gone with this membership model, and you've got a reasonable number of members of different tiers. And then obviously you announced that that you were dropping the bottom tier because it's a lot of administration. Yeah.
So the membership, the recruit membership, which was the lowest level, the idea was to give people a taster. So it gives you a few sessions a month and it gives you Discord access to a lot of stuff. But it's basically a faff. It's like, for me, because I have to count how many times people come in. Well, I don't have to do that with anyone else. I only have to do it with that bottom tier membership. So I'm getting paid less to do more. And as many of you know, I don't particularly like overworking myself when I don't need to.
Yeah.
So one of the things I thought was I'll just get rid of that. It's pointless. Like, you can either pay when you come down or you can have infinite membership, unlimited gaming every month. So, I don't think it's really going to bother anyone. If it bothers you, then, well, tough, really, I guess. And it's harsh, but I need to make my life easier so that I can focus more on the positive aspects of this place,
So, I mean, as a taster, I mean, it must have been running for at least a year.
We started the memberships at January 22, I think. So 18 months. It's run for 18 months or longer now, 20 months. And I kind of decided sort of end of July that I needed to make changes to the business. You're quite right. With energy prices being all over the place, my rent will be going up soon. Product availability is all over the place, which means I can't rely on pre-orders to give me good income. So, and I can't rely on being able to restock stuff very easily. So because of the restrictions on that side of things, I need to make sure that I'm making enough money to it's not just about keeping the doors open, it's making it worth it for me, you know?
Yeah,
I would
obviously.
like to actually be able to enjoy my life at some point in the future.
Yes.
And it would be nice long term to have staff and things like that, which means the benefit of staff is that we can do more late nights, potentially open longer hours and stuff like that, you know. And I'm sure those are all positive aspects for most people. If it's something that you see as negative, then and don't take it personally, but I've got to think of myself.
So
you know?
the membership model, like from going forward, from September,
Yeah.
right, is that going to meet like a minimum level from an economic side of things for keeping the store going, or is it just?
So I mean, there are a couple of other changes I'm doing with the other memberships, which I'll go over loosely. So there was a cycling discount code which I was never able to keep on top of because again it was a lot of work because I essentially needed to put every single product in for the code every month that I wanted to be part of it, and that took like say half a day of me doing stuff on
Even
the computer.
explaining it sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah,
Even
it
just talking about it.
Words.
That's too much
computer, space bar.
Yeah.
ML. So I know half a day working on a computer doesn't sound much, but when I don't have half a day to spend on a computer, one of the big issues is I get interrupted a lot. You know, people come in here to talk and they chat and they want to talk to me, which is great. That's the whole point of the community kind of focus. But it does mean I haven't got the 60 to 70 hours that I'm here every week. Probably 2/3 of those are taken up with customers.
Yeah.
So that doesn't give me a lot of time to keep on top of everything else. So there's a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of orders, phone calls, all the rest that I need to do. I haven't been able to keep on top of that. So I decided to get rid of that. So Sentinels are just going to get a straight 5% discount code they can use off the store. So they won't have to go what's available this month, nothing, because Jim hasn't done it. They can just use their code on anything, which is nice. And that will obviously apply to that discount will bump up to Paladins as well, so they'll get a better discount. Essentially it's a lot of streamlining. And that's when I realised I couldn't talk.
Yeah.
It's a lot of streamlining so that I don't have to do that much. Because then I might actually be able to do it. So that's one of the big changes with the memberships. Money-wise, the memberships are currently covering a big chunk of the rent. But obviously we've got energy bills, etc. on top of that. Yeah. So if you take into account all the bills and everything, although over winter it's obviously a lot more to keep you all warm or less cold, you're probably looking at about half of the rent / bills and stuff are covered by memberships. Hopefully some of the people who are on Recruit, now that's disappearing, will jump over to Sentinel. I'm sure that some people will just be like, I'll just pay when I come in, which is fine. I actually make more money off people paying each time because they generally come in more than they think that they do. Yeah. So it's kind of a combination of people. If you can come in a limited amount of times, you'll come in loads, but then you'll encourage people who aren't on those memberships to come in and play you. So those people end up spending. Like there's some people that come in that are like, I'll just pay every time, and it's like, cool, you've just given me 30-40 quid this month. Yeah. It's like, well, I don't mind if you do that.
No, obviously it's good.
So essentially, a lot of the changes are just to simplify things. A lot of my pricing changes are to make sure that the limited product that I am able to get hold of, I can make more money on that to cover the fact that I'm not getting as much as I should or as much as I want. Like obviously I've ranted about Games Workshop restricting levels and things like that, but it isn't just them. but their product is probably some of the most popular, so it kind of feels like it applies to them more than others. But like a lot of stuff I try and, like a lot of the Star Wars Shatterpoint stuff, for example, it's only just coming in this week and it's been released for weeks because I haven't been able to get hold of it for various reasons. So so my prices are going to be more around the 10% off instead of 15, which will make the discount codes that the memberships get bring it back down to how it was. So, and I'm changing my attitude with pre-orders. So whereas with a lot of Games Workshop pre-orders, I've been doing 20% off. I will only be doing that sort of level of discount if I'm getting a lot of product.
Yeah.
If I get 2 of something, like the Necromunda rulebook, it will just be full price.
Yeah.
Because, it's hard. It's a commodity. I'm not charging you more than retail, so I'm not ripping you off.
Yeah.
But I need to make as much as I can on the very small amount of product that comes in. I'm not changing the gaming price, so it'll still be £5 a month. That will probably change next year.
£5 a table.
£5 a table.
Yeah.
£5 a month for one gaming session.
Yeah. Buy
so
2,
maybe
pay for 2.
If you pay for more than one, you get another one for that month.
Yeah, that's good.
When you come in. So I don't know how I managed to word that wrong. £5 a session for standard gaming for now anyway. That's not likely to change this year. Other changes I'm bringing in, I might smile every now and again. I think I'll probably still be horrible to the people that deserve it.
Most of the people.
Which is most of them, yeah. But I'm really relying on the people that come in to buy product off me.
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't. It's a shame how many people will buy elsewhere on spur of the moment and stuff like that. I'm not going to lie, it's a slap in the face. If it's a product that I can get or I've got on the shelf and you bought it somewhere else, it's not about you taking money out of my pocket. You're essentially damaging the community in a way because I'm unable to support the community if I don't get the money. Obviously, the business isn't at a point where it's going to fold overnight or anything like that. But if I get to the point where I think this is never going to grow to what I need it to be, then I'll go on and do something else.
Yeah,
and then there won't be a venue for the community to play in. They'll have to go and play somewhere else.
I think people need to think about, this is your job. I don't think anybody who comes here who has a job would go to the job if they think, after I've paid going to the job, I've only made £10 this month. They wouldn't. They'd be like, "What's the point? There's no point." There needs to be a certain level.
It isn't at that. There's nothing. I'm not at the stage where that is the case.
No, but it needs to be thought about.
I've put a lot of time into this over the last few years, and it would be nice if that was rewarding.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about earning $100,000 a year or anything.
Can't afford to go camping.
No, I can't afford to go camping. Plus, it rained, so
yeah. Because me and Dan were talking about it before. You weren't there.
I wasn't
because you didn't come to the Game Expo.
No, I didn't go.
No, you didn't.
I couldn't afford to go. No, I chose not to go. I can't remember what I had going on.
You did a
did I go to Tewkesbury?
Reenactment thing? Yeah.
Oh no, it was Glastonbury, Tewkesbury. I went and did something I wanted to do.
Yeah, typical.
Screw you guys.
We need to get the new membership to you'll join us on weekend outings. Yeah. But we were discussing. You need obviously it is a business and it's good having this place to go, but we need to support it in a way where we make our purchases here because that's what keeps the community going.
Yeah.
And so obviously we do. Because that's what helps you out. But so from that side of things, then obviously like GW is like the big it's the big
fish.
The big fish. All the Magic and the card game side of things seems really popular. Does that is that enough, or does it have to be? Is the big
Yu-Gi-Oh
fish
is very good for the bunker.
Yeah.
As much as we like to take the piss out of them, they're a really good bunch. They turn up regularly. They chuck a lot of money through the till, and they're really supportive. Really supportive, and they want they're very pro bunker. You know, they want the place to survive because it suits them as a venue. You know, so they do a lot of good for me, and you know, massively appreciate them coming in. You know, as much as I take the piss out of them sometimes and stuff like that. But, you know, that's just banter.
Has that been helped by the you know, like the more sort of regional tournament stuff that you did earlier in the year? Is that
actually? I wouldn't say that the big events like that financially make much of a difference to me. But I mean, they're a good weekend and everything. But actually, because of the way that you have to do the prizing for them, it's more turnover than profit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I do make money on it, but I mean, I'm not like rolling in dough after having 100 Yu-Gi-Oh players in there. I don't get my private yacht and speed off into the distance. But they, because it wouldn't work. I haven't got any sea outside. I'd have to go to the coast or something. But I think those kind of events are really rewarding for the players, and it's kind of it's like, because they want me to do those events, I do it because it's something that they're after. You know, they do a lot to support me, so I want to do as much as I can back for them. You know,
I mean, it makes sense. You know,
I mean, and don't get me wrong, I don't lose money on those events or anything. They're good, but they're not like, I don't look at it and go, oh, you know, I've made this much money per player or anything. It's kind of I look at it at the end and go, this is the turnover of the event.
You have a community here, and that's something they want, and you're in a position to provide it.
Yeah, and realistically, there's sort of 20 to 30 of them, which is a fair amount that are regulars that are semi-local, but they travel as well. But none of the other game systems are like that for the card games. I mean, the Magic players are, again, they're a nice bunch, but most of them aren't. Most of them are only after singles, so they just don't buy packs. New stuff comes out, they go, I'm really interested in that, but then when the product comes in, they're not looking to buy any of it. So, and I think that's really, I guess it's down to the players, but it's kind of the game as well, you know. But yeah, like Yu-Gi-Oh, like I said, is very solid as a player base, even when there's not many of them there. It's still worth having them in. And
what about the like the Games Bunker merchandising side of things?
Yeah, that's gone really well. It's quietened off a bit recently. I've got plans for a load of new bits and pieces, but I've had a very busy summer, so I just haven't been able to get on top of it. Yeah, so I'm trying not to be negative about people because it's not really fair. You know, everybody's got their own view of what they, like we were saying with campaigns and stuff. Some people want different things to others. It's the same with all the other game systems. People are in it for different reasons. But I do find, like I said, I do find it hard when people are like, they buy something that they could have got from me. You know, and okay, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm having to put my prices up because not enough stock's turning over. I need a better profit margin so that I can pay staff and things like that. So, I mean, it's a combination of things. It's not down to any individual or anything. Actually, there is one person. No, it's not down to any individual. I, because of the amount of time I don't have, I'm not able to keep on top of a lot of things that would make it easier for me to make money. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things, but you know, I need to be able to just expand the business, I guess. And the best way to do that is to
get money.
Is to have more money.
Yeah. But also, you know, if people want to continue to have this wonderful facility to come to.
Oh yeah, like people should feel guilty that they haven't bought something from me. Is my opinion. Because like I know it does sound harsh. I really do think that.
I need to buy some new jeans. Can I order them through?
Yeah. Does Jim do any jeans? Oh, I can get you Games Bunker jeans. No, we've only got chinos. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No, but yeah, and it's. I've still got quite big grand views for the business. COVID really messed everything up, as well as a lot of other things going on in the world. So I've still got a long way to go to get it to where I want it to be, and I want the community to be part of that, you know. And the easiest way for them to be involved is to come along and play, come to events, spend money, and I can't think of a fourth thing. I don't know. Oh yeah, wear the merchandise, you know.
Yeah.
And one of the things that
Promote.
hardly anyone does is talk about it on social media.
Yeah.
You know, if I post online, share it, like it, and all the rest, comment on it. I don't care if you're actually interested, but
Algorithm.
yeah,
promote.
Facebook is. Like, I advertise.
Share the podcast.
I advertised the event on Facebook, the bank holiday event on Facebook, and I don't think anyone saw the advert.
No.
So
If you'd put it on MySpace, I would have seen it. But
your space,
MySpace. If you'd have put it on my face.
your face. It's funny you say that. A friend of anyway. Yeah. So you know, it's all very well, and like be active in the Discord.
Yeah.
Like people come in. Oh, I didn't know this was on. It's like it's because you didn't look.
Yeah. It's on.
And it's like,
Discord.
you know, I'm not actually going to physically shovel something down your throat to make sure that you get it, you know, because I don't have time because you come in and interrupt me every time I try to do something like that, you know.
So from the website buying thing, I was just wondering if have you thought about, you know, like some of those services like Klarna and ClearPay and stuff like that, so that people can buy stuff off you and then they have to pay those. So I think you get the money, but they have to pay.
Yeah, they become indebted to those
to the-
companies.
yeah. 'Cause I've seen them growing in popularity.
I've loosely talked about it with my web guy, but he's been pretty busy. He's had some really big jobs he's been working on, but he's actually he's finished most of the jobs that he was on, and now he's got time to work on the website. So I'm hoping to get some big changes over the next sort of 6 months or so, or upgrades. I don't know, like laser eyes and stuff. Hopefully, he can do something for the website as well. But yeah, it'd be nice to get some different options for people. One of the big problems we're having at the moment is actually to do with subscriptions, which is the memberships. And it's unfortunately not an issue that we can fix. It's an issue that the cart system have to sort out, because that's where a lot of that information goes through. So we're hoping that they get on top of that. Otherwise, we're going to have to see what we can do.
Maybe change the cart system to a different one.
Yeah, which would be absolute ball ache. So fingers crossed they can fix it.
Okay.
But yeah, there's issues with it's fine, absolutely fine most of the time. But if you're trying to change the card that you're working off of,
Oh, that's the problem I had on now.
yeah,
So
it just doesn't let you access the information properly.
I had to keep putting new cards on every time. I've had 7 cards attached to my account, because every time it went to renew my membership, it failed, and then it wouldn't let me update my card. And it wouldn't. It said to push the payment through again, you need to update your card.
Yeah.
So I just kept adding new cards.
And we thought, oh well, we haven't updated this, we haven't updated that. Okay, so we've run all the updates,
And it's down to the actual system.
and it's nothing to do with those. Yeah, so that's fun. But fingers crossed that all gets sorted. There's going to be some visual updates and stuff like that as well. And I'm going to look at navigation and try and make the navigation a bit better.
But that's over the next 6 months or so.
Yeah, it's all slow stuff. It's all slow stuff. I mean, the big thing is with the pricing, maybe by the time this is out, it'll all be done. But the changes of the product pricing on the website and in store is going to take some time. It's not all going to be overnight. Click your fingers, it's done. So if you notice something is still at a cheaper price, you should buy it,
Oh, okay.
because it's going to change. So yeah.
Op and run.
Yeah.
They're all going to be op and run.
Like I pointed out to Rob yesterday, he came in, he was talking about, if you've got a Sigma set on the shelf on what release day, I'll probably pick one up. And I said, yeah, but you'll only be getting it at 10% off, not 20% off.
Yeah, order it.
So you should just buy it now to save yourself some money.
Get the order
And,
Yeah,
and
okay.
he did. Hopefully his wife isn't listening.
in. She probably won't listen. Does he listen?
I don't have a clue.
Okay.
Yeah, of course he does. He's a valued member of the community.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't he listen to our podcast?
Very disappointed if he doesn't.
Yeah, so I think that's most of the changes. Like event tickets prices are going up here and there.
Yeah.
The Yu-Gi-Oh events are going up. Some of the other events are going up, just to make sure costs are covered.
So when would you, if things go well, if all these changes go well, when do you think you would like to be able to expand your staff to beyond just you?
I will probably evaluate sort of April next year, see what things are like. I mean, I'd love to say before then, but I'm not going to. I prefer to give it a bit of time to see how things relate to the year before and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna rush into it.
Okay. And obviously for the birthday weekend, you had several people volunteer to run certain things. I think we should make it clear that people can always volunteer if they want to run certain things. And would you?
Yeah, definitely.
Would
if you're looking to get people into your game, as much as it might feel like you're shouting into the wind sometimes, you just got to keep on it. Keep telling people, like even if it's a couple of times a month, or if anyone wants a demo game of this, let me know. Because there's always new people joining the Discord. There's always new people coming in. So the only way for you to be involved in the community more is by being involved in the community more. It's that simple.
Yeah.
And like, it was a shame that there weren't and I didn't feel like there were enough people coming down to try things out on the bank holiday weekend, which was a shame. Probably lots of reasons for it. It's August bank holiday. It's normally quite quiet. But I did feel like it was a disappointment for a lot of the people who come down to do the demo games. So if you're the sort of person who could have come along, don't disappoint next time. Come along, come and join in. Because there was some really good stuff going on, and there was a couple of busy games, and the rest of it was quite quiet. So
yeah, okay.
It's a bit of a disappointment. And if people want more of those kind of events, I can do them, but you got to vote with your feet, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Come in, demo it, love it, order the models,
spend money,
win.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, well,
That's probably it, I think.
I think that's about it then. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got someone coming in. So
someone's coming in,
Bye-bye.
ending it just in time. Dan, you going to sing us a song today?
No,
that's not a song.
No, he's not going to sing a song.
no song.
Oh, what about Happy Birthday for the store?
No.
He's not happy about it.
He's not happy, is he? Okay. Right. Well, bye then.
Ciao, ciao.
And now, gentlemen, and well, our demographic stats say just gentlemen, we move to the interviews. Now, after some technical difficulties, we did have some audio distortion, but rest assured, my technical prowess allowed us to recover the situation. So sit back and enjoy some kind words from Games Bunker patrons. To kick this off, when did you start your gaming hobby?
I've been gaming since I was very young. I believe it was pre-university, and I used to game with my friends in university, and sometimes I still do. But I've been gaming ever since.
Why, hello, Shawn. 'Twas many years ago, when I was but a young teenager. In my youth, you see. Once I realized I could no longer be in the choir, I figured I needed a new hobby. And war. War was the hobby I chose. Kill!
Okay, Mr. Angry Ron. Moving on. What sort of people do you like to play against? And also, don't like to play against?
I like to play against people who smile and don't cheat. And I don't like to play against people who rage. Hairy bugger! Rip it off!
I prefer to play against the weak, so I can overpower them with my might. I do not like people who game for advantage or roll well. Victory shall be mine. as long as I play the inferior. Kids, easy people to beat, people who hate playing Tau, yeah, stuff like that. People who don't go to the gym as much as me, most of them.
And who don't you like to play?
Will.
And can you tell me why you like to come to the bunker?
For the Warhammer.
For the and
We can't put that.
Okay.
for the hot chocolate and hula hoops. Oh yes, also it has tables and chairs and many dice can be rolled. But I also like
Not being a fan of hot chocolate, I prefer water, sometimes coffee, with no milk, for it kills me. And on the tables, fine gentlemen with stout hearts.
So, since coming to the bunker, have you expanded on the number of games you like to play?
yes. When I first started, I played just one game, but now I play more than one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I played more than one game. Yeah. Bruv. Yeah. Yes. Lionel Jimson. Hunt the Traitor. Purge the databanks. And confuse the Loyalists. Before that, I just used to play toy soldiers.
You're from quite a large family. Do you get on with your brothers?
Well, we're a bit of a boisterous lot. Yeah. There's some history.
Oh, they took my teddy! Blood and skulls!
Yeah. Bruv.
Brilliant. And is there anything else any of you would like to add?
You taking a piss with a bottle again? I crusade upon a vessel through the oceans of this fair planet, in the name of the king. Yeah.
Well, thanks for your time today. Happy wargaming, Will, Sam, Nyron, Ron, and Lionel.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Remember to like, share, subscribe, and pass on the love. Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Every day of my life is filled with loving you. Tra la 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 la, tra la 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 la, la 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 la. Ooh, ah.